Hello everyone, welcome to the Study Hacks Institute of GIS and Remote Sensing. Today I will try to discuss a very interesting topic, how we can easily create the different types of interactive maps in Python using Folium and Geopandas. So if you have no idea about the Folium or if you have no idea about the Geopandas, don't worry about that. I will show you all of this process from stress to advanced level. So in this time, I will show you that how we can easily handle the different types of geospatial data and create the different types of interactive map using Python, mainly Python library Folium and Geopandas. So let's go. In this time, if you want, you can use here the Jupyter notebook, or if you want, you can also use here the Google Colab. So here I already open a Google Colab. So this is my Google Colab. I simply increase this font size, then you can easily get the code. So in this time, first of all, you need to import some library. So basically in this time, we need the Folium library. Basically Folium is a Python library. So in this time, I simply just use a function import Folium. Okay. Then run this code. So now it imported the Folium. Okay, so here you can see it successfully imported this library Folium. Now I can easily visualize a map. Suppose I just create a variable, my map. You can put any variable, and then I simply call my library Folium dot map. So now I just put here my location. Okay, suppose in this time I just take a argument location and put a list. In this location I just simply put here that mainly latitude and longitude. So I put this latitude 23.8041 and put here that longitude mainly decimal value 90. I simply put here this 90.4125. Okay, so this is my location, and then I simply set the another argument. It called the zoom start. Okay, so I simply put the zoom start. I've set the value such as suppose 13. Okay, so now in this time you can say I'm going to explain my code. First of all, I simply import the Folium library. From the Folium, I just want to display a map. So just I simply call the Folium. Then I call the map function. And here I include about my location. I simply put here my latitude and longitude value. And then simply put the zoom start. I simply put here the 13. Okay. So now further, I just click the run. You can see it successfully run. And now I simply print. So just I simply print my map. Just print it. So now you can see it visualize a interactive map with your coordinate. Here I can get this type of interactive map. So here I can get. Okay. So basically this is the process. So basically in this time we are just use here the Folium library. From this Folium, we are just call the Folium library and use here the map function. Then set our location, which you want to set in here. Mainly latitude and longitude, you can simply put zoom start 13. Suppose I put the zoom start suppose 10. So now click to run again this code and also run this code. So here you can see now you can get the zoom start will start from 10. So now you can get this type of map. Okay. So basically this is the process to visualize the map using Folium. So now we can easily do for the different types of analysis, such as in this time, suppose I want to create some marker. In this map, I simply create some marker for a specific location. So it's very easy. You can easily add the marker. Suppose I just simply put here the some coordinate. Okay. Suppose I just put this coordinate. Okay. So I already write this type of coordinate here. You can see a specific coordinate, mainly the different types of location and with their latitude and longitude. Okay, so in this time I want to create the marker. So in this time I create the marker for a specific latitude and longitude. Okay, and also show their value. So it's very easy. We can easily add it in our code. So just I simply open this code in here, and I simply import. Suppose I just put this. Suppose I just take a variable. Suppose cantonment. You can put anything. This is place name cantonment, and then you put here the specific latitude and longitude 23.83. Then put here mainly 90.42. Okay. Suppose I take the another place such as suppose Mirpur, which is another place. I just put here the latitude for the Mirpur 23.79. Then longitude about that 90.37. Okay. So just I store. So in this time I take only for the two location. In this time I want to add the marker for this two location. So it's very easy. You can just use a function. So you can call the Folium, your library, and from here call the marker function. Just use it at the marker. Okay, marker function, and then simply copy this variable because it already stored the specific coordinate latitude and longitude. I just paste here, and then further I just simply use a in here. Suppose I just put here the pop up. Okay, pop up mainly when you click on this marker, what it showed. Okay, suppose in this time I want to show when anyone click on this marker, it show a information. Suppose it show this information is that, suppose anything, suppose it show that about that information when anyone click on this here, it show that suppose show the ground water level. And what is the value? Suppose I put the value for cantonment here, you can see you can get the value for 27.81. So just put here the 27.81. So when anyone click on this map, it show about that is value. And finally I just use here add to my map. So I already create an object about that my map. So just I put here the my map. So here you can see mainly my map, it's our object, it's our variable. Here you can say I already declare about the my map. So in this map I want to add the marker for this specific location, mainly cantonment, and I already stored my specific coordinate. Okay, and I simply when anyone click on this marker, it show about the information water level 2781 suppose meter. Okay, so I want to add the another marker for the Mirpur, same process. Just I simply copy the same code from here and then paste. And then first of all, simply call this variable name and paste here. And first of all, suppose in this time I simply change the value for that Mirpur. You can see Mirpur mainly it show the value for 65.97 meter. So just put here 65.96 meter. Okay, so then further add to the map. Okay, so after doing this thing, you can simply simply run this code first. Simply run this code. Okay, it's work. So in this time I simply just print my object, mainly my map. Click run. So in this time we can check about it will be add or not. Here you can say I can get the two marker. One is showing in here, one is showing in here. So when I click on this marker, it show me about the information. You can see groundwater level 27.81 meter. Click on here, I can get the another information in here. Okay, so here you can say I get the information. So in this time, I want to import all of those value. This CSV file, I want to connect with my map. Okay, so basically the CSV file format. So first of all, I need to import this CSV file in my Google Colab. Okay, so further from here I can easily access all of those latitude, longitude, and I can easily visualize all of this information in my interactive map. So it's very easy, but when you want to do the randomly, suppose you can write one by one, it takes a lot of time. So in this time we don't have our time, so just we can simply import the CSV file in our Google Colab, and further we are just write the code, then we can easily get all of those latitude, longitude, and get all of those things we can easily get at the same time. So let's go about that. So for doing these things in this time, we need to import a library. So mainly this library called the pandas library. Okay. So mainly in this time we are import the pandas library. So basically I simply import here, suppose take a new cell and import, suppose pandas. Okay, click run. Okay, so I simply import the pandas. I put this pandas name, suppose PD. Okay, you can put anything. I put the pandas name as a PD. PD means that further when I need this library, I simply use here the PD. Then it will work. Okay. So now first of all, I need to call my data. Okay. So here I already import this CSV file. This CSV file I already import in my Google Drive. So in this time, I simply click on here and I need to connect. You can see the click on here, Mount Drive. So mainly it's connecting your Google Drive to your Google Colab. So further, I can easily access my all of those Drive folder. So I already stored a specific folder for this CSV file. So now I simply use it and then try to show you that how we can do it. You can see the drive. So click on here. Then this time go to the My Drive and go to your folder, which is where you stored your CSV file format. I simply go to my file. So yeah, so this folder I simply click on here, and further I simply find out my file name. So it is a CSV file format. Yeah, so this file you can see groundwater level. So this file mainly CSV file, mainly this file. I already imported this file in my Google Colab, Google Drive. So now I simply copy. Here you can see that simply click on here, and you can see the copy path. Okay. So further, I just simply take a variable. Suppose I put the variable name is the data, and I simply call my pandas library. I simply call my pandas library. So for that, I just simply call that PD. Okay, because I already give the pandas library as a PD. I give a rename it as a PD. So just I simply call the PD, and further I just simply read this CSV file. Okay, so just use here the dot read CSV, and then simply paste my file path. Okay, so now I can see I simply paste it. So now further click to the run this cell. So click on here. So now you can see it will be successfully running. And if you want to see your data, suppose you want to see your data, simply take a new cell and simply print this variable data. So now I can get this type of things here. You can see, yeah. So this is my data here. You can say I can get this CSV file. So mainly it's showing about the latitude, longitude, also groundwater level. Also we can get the Thana about that. Also get the location, well ID. So all of those things CSV file I can get in here. So now further from here, I want to get only for the longitude, latitude, and ground level water. So these three column I want to visualize on my map. So basically, these two column provide me about my specific point or location, and it provide me information about that the level of water. Okay, or you can easily add any types of information. Okay, so in this time I take the random example, so that's why I simply put this CSV file. But we can, in according this process, you can easily show any types of information. Okay, so now let's go. I simply take a new cell. So in this time I want to add this type of things. So further I simply call my data, because this variable is stored in my CSV file. So I simply call the data, and then just use a function apply. I just simply put here the apply, lambda, and then put here the take a row. In this row I just simply put my row. I simply put my function Folium, and I want to show in this time, suppose I want to show as a circle marker. So just after the Folium I put here that circle marker. Okay, circle marker. So this is my data set. I apply in this time lambda, and then row. I just simply put this Folium circle marker. I want to show the marker, and now I want to define the two things for my location. Just take here, just put here this and put here the location, and this location mainly combination of the latitude and longitude. Okay, so in this time, this latitude and longitude it's come from mainly my column. Okay, it's come from my column. So further I just simply take these things, square bracket, and put here the raw and put my column name, one column name. Suppose in this time I simply put this column. One column is that here you can see first of all latitude. So just I simply just simply copy this column name latitude, and then further I just simply paste here, and then just take the another thing. So just use here the comma sign and take the row again, and then put here this square bracket and call your longitude. Just simply copy from here. So longitude, simply copy and just paste here. Okay. So in this time, I again explain this code. So this my CSV file data. I stored the data in this variable data, and then apply lambda. I take the row Folium circle marker. I want to show the circle, and then put here this mainly location. You can see location. This location come from this column. Okay, so in this time I put the row and then put here the latitude, comma longitude. Okay, so further I just want to add the another information. Suppose I want to add this information. When anyone click on this circle, they can get the information. Okay, suppose when anyone click on this circle, they can get the information, or when anyone click on this circle, they can get the location and also get the information. Okay, so for these things, if you want, you can also add here the more information, such as you can simply do that. Suppose just put the comma sign. I take the new line, comma sign, and then simply put here a function pop up. So just put here the pop up. Okay, then pop up. In this time I want to add the two things. One is that location from my Excel file or CSV file location, and also show about that your ground or water level. Okay, so for that I just simply take a square bracket and put here the raw, and then first I want to put here the location. So here you can see I want to show this location also. Click copy this column and then paste here. And another thing is that I want to add the another information, mainly groundwater level. So just put here the row and then put your another column. So mainly it is the groundwater level. So just simply copy these things from here. Just call column name. Okay, then paste here. Okay. So when anyone click on these things, it will be appear for the location name and also show about the what is the value for the groundwater level. Okay, so after doing these things, I simply add a information in here. So after doing these things, I simply add here mainly, I guess just I add a information. So mainly it show about that add to and put your things, my map, your object, okay, my map, which I already declare about that. And finally, I just simply take here the information. So mainly it's about that axis. So just put here the axis equal 1. Okay, so now this is our code about that. So I again explain this code from start to. So first of all, here you can see. So first of all, I simply call my data. Okay, then apply this data with the lambda and put here the row Folium mainly circle marker into show in here. So first of all, location, I need to define the location. So for the location, it comes from the two column. One is the latitude and longitude. So just I simply put here the latitude and longitude. And when anyone click on this pop up, click on this circle, they can get the location and also get the mainly groundwater level from here. They can get. And further, I simply add these things in here with my object. We add here the add map. So for the add map, so in this time I need to use here this map and use a comma sign. Okay, so then further axis 1. Okay, so now further click to run. And after that, you have to just print this object, my app. Okay, so now click and check about this, what happened. Okay, done. In this time here, you can say I can get this type of circle. Okay, so you can see I can get this type of circle. I want to put here the marker circle. So now you can simply click on here. It show about the information, such as it show about the information your the location, and also show about the how what the area about that. We can get this information from here. Okay, if you want, you can also add here the marker. There is no problem. In this time, we are just use here the pop up location, and also put here that the your specific ground level water. What is that? I simply put these two things in here. So further, this is the one process to in this time here, I can get this type of CSV file. So this CSV file I can easily using the pandas. Using the pandas, I simply read this CSV file, and further I just simply use this CSV file, and then I can easily add with my map all of this information at the same time, not randomly one by one. So this is the another one process to adding this type of information. Okay, so in this time, if you want, you can also add here that more things. Suppose you want to add here the different types of using the Geopandas. Suppose mainly I simply install the Geopandas. So just pip install Geopandas. Click the run. So now using the Geopandas, we can easily handle the different types of geospatial data. Okay, with their attribute table. There you can see it show about this type of things. So just I simply take a new cell, and then further I just simply import the Geopandas. Suppose import Geopandas. I put this name, suppose GPD. Okay, when I need the Geopandas library, I simply use add the GPD. Okay, then take a new cell. So in this time, I just want to read a shape file. Okay, so I want to read a shape file. So for that, you can simply take a suppose I simply put here the data, and then I just simply use the GPD. I simply call my function GPD, and then put here the read file. So just put here the file, and now you can simply import your file location, file path. So I already stored this file in my folder. I simply go to my, suppose I want to show a shape file. So just simply this is the shape file. And just I simply copy the shape file from here. You can see SSP. I simply copy the path from here and paste here. Okay, so now click run. In this time we can get, it can see it successfully imported this variable data. Okay, so you can see, suppose in this case, I simply just click to the new cell and take the data. And to check about the attribute table, just use the head function and click the run. So now we can get this type of, you can see about my data. So here you can say I can get the district name, also get the area, also get the density column, also get the geometry column. So now you can easily visualize this type of things in here using the Geopandas. Or if you want, you can also import it the GeoJSON file. Suppose I have a GeoJSON file, now I want to visualize it. So for that, you can simply take a file. I take a variable file, and then I simply call my GPD. So mainly Geopandas, I rename it as a GPD, and then put here the read file and put this GeoJSON file. Suppose I want to show the GeoJSON file. Here you can say I already imported the different types of GeoJSON file in my Google Colab, and you can easily create the different types of GeoJSON file for your specific characteristics. You can easily create and easily import these things in here. So here you can see, okay, so here you can say I already create the GeoJSON file. So I will simply copy these things from here, copy path, and then further I just simply click this path in here. So then further click the run. Here you can see, okay, it's also done. You can see. So further, I just simply check about this attribute table or information. Just call this file and use at the head and then click the run. So now we can easily get this type of things here. I can get that. Suppose in this time it is a demo. So here you can get the name. This is the name. You can get the population about that. We can get the geometry. So now further, if you want, you can also make the plot. Suppose I just simply take here the file and put here the plot. Just make the plot about that this data. So I can see it. Just make the plot. So we can get this type of plot. Okay, but it's not interactive. Here you can see we can just a image. Okay, but I want to create the interactive, so that's any users when they can easily go to the visit the web or web site, they can easily get, when they click on here they can easily get the all of this information. Okay, but in this time it create only for image. It's just a image, not interactive. So now I want to make the interactive. So for that, what can I do? For the interactive, first of all, I need to import mainly I need to import some package. Okay, so in this time I just import this type of package from here and then try to show you that one by one. So for that, I just simply install first of all. Suppose I just put here the pip3 install. In this time I need install, suppose Geopandas, as well as I already downloaded Folium, so I again do that. Suppose Folium and suppose matplot live and map classify. So this type of library I simply install first. Okay, because I need about that for creating the interactive web map. So it's successfully done, you can see. So just I simply import it. Suppose import, I simply import the Geopandas. So just simply import the Geopandas again. Geopandas as GPD. Okay, then import it. So then further, I just simply import a new GeoJSON file. Suppose I just take a variable, suppose file. Okay, and then I simply call my Geopandas, mainly GPD, and I want to read this file. So just use here the read file, and then further simply go to my Google Drive and further copy a GeoJSON file. Okay, you can easily create the different types of GeoJSON file, and further tutorial will show you that how we can easily create the GeoJSON. Okay, so it's very important for that different types of geometric or geolocation data we can easily handle using the GeoJSON. So just in this time, I simply copy this part, population GeoJSON data. So simply you can see the copy path from here and paste this location in here. So now it's done, and then simply run this code. So simply run this code. So now it's successfully stored in this file variable. Okay, it's done. So further, I just simply make the interactive web mapping. Okay. So for that, first of all, I check my data attribute table. So just file and use at the head. So now I can easily get all of those column for my dataset, GeoJSON dataset. Here I can get one column is represented for the name. Also you can see the name. Okay. So it's a two time, I think, population, population density, also geometry. Okay. So basically these are say when you want to put any types of JSON file, you can easily get this same file also in here. So now I want to make this interactive web mapping. So for doing these things, it's very easy. Just you can simply call your dataset, mainly file, it is stored my dataset, and use a function. Mainly this function call is the explore. Okay, and then further click to the run. So in this time, we can get the interactive web mapping with our geographic location. Here you can say I can get. So in this time, this is my GeoJSON file. So basically I want to add this type of feature. So here you can see when I can go to this feature, it automatically show about the information. In this time it show the this type of information I can easily get from here. You can see. Okay. You can say I can get this type of things from here. Okay. And if you want, you can also add here the legend about your. So in this time, basically it's a normal data set, but using this process, you can easily handle any types of JSON file You can easily make the interactive web mapping using the Python Folium. So now I want to add here the suppose the specific legend so that it will more better for that. So for doing these things, I simply add a column name. Okay. Suppose in this time I just simply add here the column and add this column. Mainly I just put here that I want to show the column for mainly name. Okay, name mainly different types of division name. So just I put here this column name. And I also want to show about the name. In this time I want to show about that suppose population column. So basically this is my column name. Here you can see the population. Okay, so just I simply do the same things also in here. So now further click to the run. So now you can see it provide me the map, this type of things, and you can see it show about the color. Okay, we can get the colorized map. You can get the colorized map, and also you can see it provide me a legend. You can see it show about the legend. For this specific things, we can also get the legend. So just I simply zoom. Here you can see this is the map, and also provide the interactive legend. Okay, from there you can identify all of those things from here. And when you click on, I can get the information about my specific in attribute table. I can get from the specific all of those things I can easily get from here. Here you can see. Also you can see. And using this process, you can easily handle any types of JSON data as a web application using the Folium and Geopandas. Okay, so I hope you can also learn from something new from here. And if you want to learn more details or more things about the web GIS or web mapping, you can easily join in my online training program, and all of those things you can learn easily from me. As well as if you want, you can also join my remote sensing online training program. For that, Google Earth Engine, GDAL, as well as ArcMap or ArcGIS, QGIS, ENVI. So which you want to need, you can simply contact with me, as you can easily get all of this information in the video description. You can easily contact and get the registration or online training program. So basically today is no more. Further tutorial also try to discuss about the more advanced topic on the web GIS for the different types of tool such as Mapbox. Also try to discuss about the leaflet. Also try to discuss about that Geopandas for the different types of library in the Python. So further we also try to discuss about this type of things. Okay, so today is no more. Thank you for watching that. Stay safe, stay happy.